tennis, Pull up, make a racket with all these diamonds in my tennis. Okay, let's get it, I ain't got no time for janky business and critics, BOA with runners never knock me off my pivot, We can't spend no time after he reaches spinning limit. Tripping penny pinching, I need a big percentage, yeah. Okay, let's get it, Where I'm out this swamp, who treat mine like they rent it, They was don't me, cause even night and they be switching up. Being free, I gotta. Okay, let's get it, New vacated Cali, scouting off intuition. Cause I need a bag and a new bag to put up in it, When try to without a bag, I get offended, Talking bad but act like fans have been my mentions. Okay, let's get it, And he start dissing. Getting to the chicken, my runners all need a ribbon. You know I gotta get it, I'm really different, yeah. Okay, let's get it, Look how we winning, Oh, you wear your feelings like you mad, well, I'm with it. I'm on my suit and tie, and that mean I'm about my business, Pull up, make a racket with all these diamonds in my tennis. Okay, let's get it, I ain't got no time for janky business critics, BOA with runners never knock me off my pivot, We can't spend no time after he reaches spinning limit. Tripping penny pitch.
If the call about some paper, then I pick up on the first ring. Talk about a bag, no, I'm on the first team. I bust a check, Bentley on my neck. I can't around with no not commanding no respect. Real G, I got some code about me. I hang with that I shouldn't, cause they the ones that showed me love before I started. With these wins, I'm John Wooden. Built myself a cushion, cause I'm tired of all these lames with this capping and this woofing about my business. Student tired dripping. Jordan type of alpha, but you always need a pippin'. My brother fit description, and my cousins do too. We learned the hard way, not on YouTube. I'm official as a whistle. Realness in my tissue. Family buttoned up, you can still get your issue. I'm more the type to never let it go than be forgetful. Well, the only thing I wish you, I hope they don't dismiss you.
Okay, let's get it, Look how we winning, Oh, you wear your feelings like you mad, well, I'm with it. I'm on my suit and tie, and that mean I'm about my business, Pull up, make a racket with all these diamonds in my tennis. Okay, let's get it, I ain't got no time for janky business and critics, BOA with runners never knock me off my pivot, We can't spend no time after he reaches spinning limit. Tripping penny pinching, I need a big percentage.
Let the games begin. A million ways to win. I'm sick of the wait and sick of the pain. I live with this weight within that weighs me down, but nevertheless I find a way to win. I pick up the pace and simmer the game. The shook of the pace I bring. Embrace the savior. They're thinking of ways to slay the king. Running away from ways of sin. She thinking of ways to break me in. Delivering major, narrator. The bigger the work rate, the bigger the paper. I'm telling them your validation, boy, I validate myself. These rappers couldn't stomach me, they punch below the belt. Sitting and dreaming of palm trees, more drive than a car. You're lukewarm, that's half heat. I'm Luke Pay, I'm Kwali, I'm Mos Def, I'm Ali. Who in the wanna spar me? This ain't a regular party. Somebody ring an alarm, please. My pole vote to the next stage. I've been ahead of the next wave and the next wave and the next wave. Labels are playing a guess game. I'll be the king of the chess game, telling them give me the checkmate. I'm a black man in a white world with a mad flow and a fresh fade. Couldn't see this in the X-ray. Space bars better escape. Could've lost hope, but I kept faith. No games, but I get played. Stones back with a new flow. Don's like, where did you go? Gotta move though through the back doors and the loopholes. Move slow, then you lose hope. Gotta think fast, never stoop low. Few scars from a few foes. Now we move smart, never too close. Head in the game, telling them give me the praise. Tables are turning, we getting it burning. It never could sever the flame. Don't want a regular wage. Brother will be coming of age. Something to nothing, I promise I'm coming. I'm setting it up in a blaze. Gluttonous brothers is plotting on me. I'm in a cup with a couple of. I wouldn't bother to bother the one. Running a shot of this bob and I weave. Never forgetting that nothing is free. I've been ahead of the mum in the lead. I was a brother with nothing to see. One of the rappers who got a degree. I'm just a brother with nothing to hide. Ready to get in no matter the heights. Give you a little advice. Don't be the one that be living a lie. If you be plotting, you better be wise. Never be letting them get me alive. Brothers be trying to be killing the vibe. I will endeavor to sever the ties. Spending my hours on keeping the relevance. I was a brother with nothing but eminence. Double the pressure with nothing but elegance. I was a man who believed in development. Hard faith, had to be prevalent. Last place, never was evident. Even though I was ahead of them, I was determined to make them irrelevant. Then I come for their regiment. I'll be the king of the residents. Put me on Letterman. I'm in my element. I was 11 when I was a. Give me the mic, running the king. Hungry as ever. Nothing to eat, nothing to something. I body the beat. None of you brothers got nothing on me. Stones here. Busker flow.
From Port Sunday.
I'm the boy. Who is you? SOB the gang. Y'all ain't with my crew. Day ones only. I don't really with new. Stop acting like a white crowd. Won't stop. Allergic to a snake. They like, boy, stop dabbing. These on my head won't stop. Be cautious. Shout out to T.O. All white buffs. OMG, think I'm Debo. Bro got that in a Pico. Two like Michael and Tito. Make them give it up. Now I'm playing, keep your will. Vallejo, California, where them youngest, they be quick to ruthless. We don't really, I don't got no feelings, I'ma laugh. Ain't no giving, circle got small. I don't really like to trust. Shout out all my SOB, it's just us. If your mouth where my name is, in my own lane. To a lane switch, SOB, we be ballin' Calvin Cambridge. Speaking on my name, I'ma laugh, get your bands up. Brody go broke, it ain't pick my meds up. My dandruff, all talk, LOL, they just playin' tough. I'm that, see me, young wild, they can't tame us. Brody keep it, where we go, it be dangerous. To a taper, these Cartiers, so please don't touch me. Better watch your, if not she. Out of space, they like these so ugly. I'm running to the chips like casino money. If your mouth where my name is, in my own lane. To a lane switch, SOB, we be ballin' Calvin Cambridge. If your mouth where my name is, in my own lane. To a lane switch, SOB, ballin' Calvin Cambridge.
Rocket Man drop 100 grand. Rocket Man got your man. Rocket Man fly to Japan. Rocket Man, he don't ever land. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man never had a gas. Rocket Man another bad. Rocket Man too bad. Rocket Man whip too fast. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. Rocket Man racks in my pocket, man. Diamonds, they drippin' like Aquaman. My life is sweet like a chocolate. I do not with them operatives. Think I might start a monopoly, ooh. Think I might buy me an Ivy League school. Mom couldn't buy me the popular shoes. Now I can get her a proper masseuse. I'm on a whole nother league, money on level Vegeta. Super Saiyan. You are not who they believe, faking like you are Medea. I'm just saying. I'm a couple of beans, trying to make peace in Korea. Got me a bitch like Khaleesi, freaky like, oh my God. Rocket Man, like it's Rotterdam. New whip, dashboard, hologram. Overpriced, like it's big baller brand. Roll the dice, might get out of hand. Rocket Man drop 100 grand. Rocket Man got your man. Rocket Man fly to Japan. Rocket Man, he don't ever land. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. Rocket Man never had a gas. Rocket Man another bag. Rocket Man too bad. Rocket Man whip too fast. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. Vroom, I might just valet park my Rari on the moon. I might just throw a party in my room. She call me daddy, issues Kim Jong. I'm with my crew, yeah. Shut your mouth, the cloud, upper echelon, up the clouds, yeah. Wide rolling down, don't put her on a pedestal. I put her on a better views, put her in some better shoes. Now she's making better moves. VVS is on a ring bezel. You're way under the sea level, going up till I hit falsetto. They say my flow is on God level. God level. I am not with y'all devils. You cannot bring me to y'all level. I got it covered on all levels. Rocket Man drop 100 grand. Rocket Man got your man. Rocket Man fly to Japan. Rocket Man, he don't ever land. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. Rocket Man never out of gas. Rocket Man another bag. Rocket Man too bad. Rocket Man way too fast. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man, Rocket Man.
There you go again, head low, putting on a show again. It's the holidays, how come it always ends this way? You can't take the pressure off, you just to put it on me. Talking to your friends on the phone, airing our dirty laundry. Strawberry, raspberry, candlelight, satellite, television, x-ray vision. What's it gonna take for you to listen? Well, you can change your mind now, but you can't change your decision. You can change your mind now, but you can't change your decision. Cause I don't really wanna talk about it. So many times you hurt me so much. Many times you hurt me so much. There you go again, putting on your own rodeo again. Yeah, you push me out just to flash that smile and last so again. Well, I've been here 1,000 times, I don't wanna go again. I've been here. Candlelight, satellite, television, x-ray vision. Oh, what's it gonna take for you to listen? You can change your mind now, but you can't change your decision. You can change your mind now, but you can't change your decision. I don't really wanna talk about it. So many times you hurt me so much. So many times you hurt me so much. I don't really wanna talk about it. So many times you hurt me so much. So many times you said it was over. I wanna talk about it.
Starting at the small forward at 6 feet 7 inches, number 44, Boyan Bogdanovic.
Feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a f who my opponent is.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this, with the regular season just getting started. It's like the rookies, Greg, who are beginning these new pro careers.
Let me tell you, Kevin, the speed of the pro game is startling. Things are happening so fast, it can take years for the game to slow down.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Anunoby in at the forward, with Barnes next to him. And it's Siakam in at the 5. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game. And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Driving the lane. Nice move. And that one goes long. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Celtics. Van Vliet against Cunningham. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Toronto with the ball. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Also, anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Now Isaac, following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. from deep. And the pass to Ivy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Van Vliet with it. Isaac picks him up, and it's good for 2.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Fires top of the key. And no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And we'll see if anything's different this year, because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Now here's Cunningham. Count it. Good.
This is a strong finish from Cade, and it just shows you his confidence is growing in attacking the heart of any defense.
Barnes outside. Back to Trent. Rebound, Detroit. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
Now, that really was the difference. When it came down to crunch time, there was just no let-up. They made sure to finish strong and not allow any chance for the opponent to come back.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 1. Shoots over Duran, and the Raptors miss again.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Bogdanovich finds Cunningham, and the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And the Pistons with possession here. And here's Ivy. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And, Brent, let's talk about the Detroit Pistons. Missing the playoffs over the recent stretch. Not what this franchise is really used to.
No, they've only made the postseason twice in the last 13 seasons. And, of course, in the early part of the century, they rattled off 8 straight appearances, including that championship in 2004 that upset the Lakers. So still looking for a return to relevance, but they made some great moves in the draft. They may be on their way.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 5 on the clock. There's a screen. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Drains the three-pointer.
And you just can't let Isaac get that much room to shoot it from deep. He's a very consistent three-point shooter with a fluid shooting form.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Now a look at the stats for Fred VanVleet. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Anunoby. Back to VanVleet. Trent outside. Pass to Siakam. Rebounded by Isaac.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Cunningham inside. Covered by Van Vliet.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
Now, here's Anunoby. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Offensive rebound, Siakam. They need this one. That shot is off. Like 6 others he's attempted tonight, he has but 1 basket. Here's Ivy. Takes it inside. Here's Duran. Cuts off the pass. Anunoby against Isaac. Barnes passes to Trent. At the elbow, Van Vliet. Shot clock at 5. Over Cunningham. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Cunningham. He's around 18 points per game, 5 assists. And 5 rebounds. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
And I love the activity level of Bogdanovich on the defensive end, using that height and length there to just crowd shooters.
The pass to Cunningham. Takes the 3. And Duran slams it in.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And the Raptors with the ball after the basket by Detroit. From deep, Trent denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Passes it to Isaac. Cunningham looking it over. Kicks to Ivy. Five to shoot. Cunningham with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Cunningham's shot is off.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Barnes. Van Vliet outside. Barnes screen on Cunningham. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. And the Pistons making a change here. Burks is checked in. A new group in now for the Raptors. Cunningham with it. Coming off a stellar performance against Boston. Shakes him. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Cunningham outside. From deep. Doesn't go for him. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That one drops for him.
Assistant, Toronto.
Detroit leading by 4. Cunningham outside. Pass to Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Defense making it pretty easy for Cade Cunningham here. You can't leave someone wide open on this team.
And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look here for Detroit. Marvin Bagley comes in for Duran. Hayes subbed in for Jonathan Isaac. Here's Flynn. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Nobody near Barnes. Gets a very good look and converts. Here's Cunningham. 4-point game. Outside, Bagley. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. In the corner, Bay with it. Over Barnes. Bay, no good. Burks with the steal. Cunningham outside. Inside. Burks' shot is good. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Brett, what about the play of Cunningham?
Well, he had a solid first year in the league, especially with the added pressure of being the #1 pick. Kind of a tough situation playing in Detroit for a team that's exploring a lot of young talent. So not only do you have to perform, you have to find a way to lead. And I think the expectations around Cade Cunningham were fulfilled for the Detroit Pistons.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
A dunk by Achua.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Cunningham. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Back to Bay. The pass to Bogdanovich. Oh, that's blocked. And they're able to recover. The second chance effort. Cunningham's shot is off.
Going to struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Now here's Barnes. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Flynn against Cunningham.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now Burks. 9-point game his last outing. Back to Cunningham. Shot from the wing. Here's Bagley. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Here's Banton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's the drive. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Pistons leading by 4. Cunningham left side. And they double up Cunningham. Bogdanovich finds Cunningham. Burks with it. To the paint. Here's Bagley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense. The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Isaac comes in for Bogdanovich. And Hayes subbed in for Cunningham. Detroit has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. 51 seconds left to play here in the first. They get it again. Raptors trail by 3. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pistons shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And Isaac throws it down.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Here's Banton. Burks covering. Bay against Barnes. Unable to get that one. Now here's Hayes with the drive. Off with the layup.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Pistons lead by 5. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Jonathan Isaac is out there with Bay. Then it's Bagley. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Hayes in at the 1 spot. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Now, here's Burks. It's deflected. And here is Anunoby. Here's Van Vliet. Passes it to Achua. Here's Anunoby. This one for 3. Bay pulls it in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Now Isaac, following the miss by Fred Van Vliet from deep. Pass to Hayes. Isaac outside. Just 5 to shoot. Bay kicks to Burks. Good on the three-point shot. And it's a 10-point Detroit lead.
And that's a nice pass from Bay, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots. But it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Now here's Hayes. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Bay with the screen for Hayes. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Burks' shot is good.
Killian Hayes is a PG and he's got vision, so you get open, he'll find you.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. On the wing, Anunoby. To halt the run, and it's sent back by Isaac. Count it. Detroit leading by 11. He's with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Got a piece of it. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Van Vliet passes to Banton. Siakam outside. Goes up to the stripe. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Hayes. And there's the pass to Burks. Bagley in the post. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Bagley's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pistons. Van Vliet outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Hayes, no good. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. Isaac with the steal. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bay. And now the 2K leaderboard. A list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. The Pistons, number 1.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Siakam. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
There's Van Vliet after Jonathan Isaac's bucket. Back to Van Vliet from past the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
They get the rebound. Passes to Burks. Six on the shot clock. Takes a three. Benton with the rebound. Raptors trail by 15. Van Vliet outside. Connects from three-point range. Van Vliet's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Duran, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Bogdanovich comes in for Sadiq Bey. Ivy's checked in for Alec Burks. And it's Cunningham in for Hayes. The Raptors also with a sub. Trent's checked in. Pistons leading by 12. Now here's Ivy. Cunningham, a screen on Trent. Ivy kicks to Cunningham. Looking to end his cold spell. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
Cunningham, close to 6'8". He's such a tough cover for bigger guys with how mobile he is. I love him attacking in this mindset.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
Trent against Cunningham. Van Vliet wide open. The offensive rebound. It's tipped and out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. The Raptors making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And here are the Pistons now. They're on a 14-5 run here. And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around.
Now, here's Cunningham. Can't get it to fall. And here is Van Vliet. 14 points from him the last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Cunningham passes to Duran. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Van Vliet. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Here's Ivy after the Raptors pick up 2. Pass to Duran. Cunningham left side. Clock at 6. Pass to Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Isaac against Siakam. Isaac with some nice D.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
And the Raptors with some changes. Barnes is checked in for OG Anunoby, and Flynn subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Outside Flynn. Now the pass to Barnes. Misses from short range. And here are the Pistons now. They're on a 20-7 run. Cunningham with it. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Trent. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jaden Ivey. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Detroit?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Hayes is checked in for Detroit. Bogdanovich looking around. Puts up a 3. Detroit getting another chance here. The shot's good from Hayes.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Trent outside. Back to Siakam. Outside Flynn. And the foul called on Killian Hayes. That's his first foul. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Now here's Flynn. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Barnes outside. From deep, Trent. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hayes. Passes it to Ivy. Pass to Isaac. The 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Porter. Outside Flynn. Toronto working the ball around now. On the wing, Porter. Outside Flynn. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now, here's Ivy. 1:49 left here in the second. Lets a floater go. Now, here's Trent. He's guarded closely. Siakam against Isaac. Siakam looking around. And it's off from 3-point range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Hayes. Here's Duran, and Duran slams it in.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the Buckeyes.
And finished off by Porter.
And we talk about Porter's reliability. He makes few mistakes finishing around the rim.
46 seconds left in the first half of the game. The shot by Ivy, no good. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. He dishes it to Flynn. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Bays checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And the Raptors also making a change. Achua, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. The Raptors shooting a rough 22% so far in this one.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunity, get to the line. And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Trent passes to Barnes. Porter outside. Nailed from three-point land. Porter's got 5 points so far. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So you got to keep shooting them. Hopefully start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And as we welcome you to the studio, we call your attention to the top performers for each team in the first half.
Sparks are flying at the 4 spot. Strong-willed guys there, Shaq, trying to outdo one another. It's adding some extra fuel to the fire.
Yeah, that added intensity has everyone fired up.
And now switching gears to our featured game, a phenomenal first half for the Pistons.
Relying on their subs to carry the load offensively, man. That's their recipe. Some terrific role players on this team, or as you would say, Shaq, the others.
Yeah, you got a bunch of microwaves on that bench.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So for Toronto right now, Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Siakam in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Cunningham. On the wing, Isaac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Pistons. 4th in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3. And, of course, the Raptors, just a few spots below there.
And I think for Toronto, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And so here's Toronto following the 3 by Detroit. Here's Trent. Rebound, Detroit. Duran's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the 3rd. And here's Ivy. 8 points for him. Cunningham outside. Shoots over Van Vliet. They get it back. Duran. And Duran slams it in.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Bogdanovich, no luck. The Raptors have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Siakam, and it's sent back by Isaac.
I hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And that's going to be a travel. And here's a rundown of the rookies already having a huge impact in their first season. These are the NBA's rookie scoring leaders. And you look at Duran. Top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I got to say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now, the Pistons for years have been just chasing away to try to get into the postseason. And felt kind of like a rebuild, but here we are. They've assembled a real promising core of young talent.
Now, here's Trent. Here's Siakam. And it's sent back by Isaac.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They have. And the Pistons' win percentage last season about the same as the year before. But, Brent, that doesn't tell their whole story.
I appreciate that, Kevin. To provide some context for the Pistons, lots of injuries and COVID-related issues held them back. Bad health. Close to a 500 team. So being young, being hungry, the squad is looking to take the next step.
Toronto calls timeout.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Barnes. Averaging 13 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Here's Ivy, following the basket by Fred VanVleet. Now, here's Ivy. Stolen by VanVleet. Fast break. Here come the Raptors.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's the screen. Bogdanovich with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Bogdanovich, no luck.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Barnes finds Van Vliet. The pass to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Here's Banton. The 3 ball. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Cunningham with some nice D. Passes it to Ivy. Now here's Duran. Covered by Barnes. Cunningham up top. And Duran slams it in.
You see Cunningham just getting more and more comfortable in these pick-and-roll situations. He's going to have thousands of them throughout the season.
And it's sent back by Isaac. Here's Ivy. Pass to Duran. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Van Vliet against Cunningham. Looking to get it going. No good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Van Vliet. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Cunningham's shot is off. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. The tray. Anunoby, no good. Detroit's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Here's Banton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Van Vliet. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Achua, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And he can't get the first one. Bays checked in for the Pistons. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Cunningham can't hit that one. Good D by Anunoby. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Van Vliet on the wing. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jalen Duran. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Now, here's Ivy. He's got 8. Here's Bogdanovich. That one a little long. A difficult situation for Toronto. Pass to Anunoby. Now Flynn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. On the wing, Anunoby. There's the pass to Banton. To the middle. Here's Achua. Great D that time from Bagley. Detroit has gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Cunningham dishes it to Bogdanovich. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And how Bogdanovich keeps his concentration on the basket is impressive. Even when he's getting fouled, he stays with the play.
Here is Flynn. Pass to Anunoby. Fires for three. A three-pointer is right on target. Anunoby's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Bagley against Porter. Now here's Bagley. Defense right on him. Beyond the arc. Bay, no good. Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
Pass to Anunoby. Jacks up a three, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
Cunningham against Flynn. It's Cunningham with the drive. They grab their own miss. Bagley finds Cunningham. Here's Ivy. Misses off the right iron.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. Fifth, the Raptors.
It's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Burks, he's checked in for Ivy.
And when you look at the complete game of the Detroit Pistons, there are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times. And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Flynn against Cunningham. Shoots over Achua. Cunningham's shot is off. And looking at the Pistons' recent performance, Greg, which end would you want to see improve first?
Kevin, I'd have to say defense. More stops means more chances in the open floor, and it would help them keep games competitive.
And the Pistons making a change here. Hayes is checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Trent's checked in. There's the pick. Here's Banton. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. Detroit with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. He's with it. Now the pass to Bagley. Outside Bogdanovich. Bagley sets a screen for Bogdanovich. Passes to Bay. Down low. Here's Burks. It's hauled in by Trent. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Banton.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Anunoby. The Raptors need to get a shot off. From deep. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 8th rebound here tonight. 1:36 left in the third quarter. And Bogdanovich kicks to Bay. Top of the key, Bagley. Ball's knocked loose. And here's Trent. To the inside. Banton. Bagley with the block.
Well, you pair that length with those kind of defensive instincts, and Marvin Bagley becomes a much more effective defender.
5 to shoot. Banton, the pass to Porter. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Porter's got his third basket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's Hayes. Outside Bogdanovich. Hayes with it. He's picked up by Anunoby.
And Killian Hayes, born in America, yet didn't play high school basketball. That's unheard of.
Well, Killian's dad played a bunch of years in Europe, and he really loved his time in France, so he believed the best way for Killian to develop his game was to play pro ball in France. It's exciting to look at a young player like Killian Hayes, who's got a lot of raw potential and is still fighting to find his way, how he's going to make solid contributions to his team.
Here's Banton. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. 13 feet away. Not going to go that time. And Detroit the other way now. Hayes in the post. Here's Bagley. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Achua's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Porter kicks to Trent. Lets it fly. Can't nail the jumper.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And so is Detroit with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Bogdanovich. Marvin Bagley is out there with Bay. Then there's Hayes, and it's Burks in at the two-guard spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now Hayes, following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam. In the corner, Bay with it. Sinks the triple. Bay's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Detroit.
And Bay drains the triple.
Trent outside. Back to Barnes. Van Vliet outside. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Detroit Pistons. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Van Vliet looking around for the three. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Miami Heat. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And looking at the Dallas matchup, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Bagley with a screen on Trent. Outside for Bagley. Now Hayes. Back to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Pretty easy for Marvin to get up like that.
Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Looking to get back on track here. Achua controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And there's the pass to Bagley. Burks against Trent. Bagley sets a screen for Burks. Back to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Size and touch is one thing, but you add that mobility that Bagley has. That's a great job in the pick and roll.
Toronto, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Van Vliet finds Siakam. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord-cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
First personal foul.
First free throw is good. Isaac's checked in for Bay. A new group in now for the Raptors. He's perfect from the line this time. Toronto, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Flynn with it. Working on Hayes. Flynn with it. Rebound by the Pistons. Bagley's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Now here's Hayes. Covered by Birch. And here's Hayes. Bagley sends a screen for Hayes. Shot clock at 5. Burks dishes to Bagley. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Bagley's got 6 in the quarter.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Back to Flynn. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Dishes to Flynn. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Flynn. It's deflected. And oh, here we go. Burke's got it. A fast break chance. He feeds it to Bagley. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Takes a step back. Here's Ivy. Bagley with a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Ivy. Now, here's Burks. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Now, here's Flynn. To end the cold streak. Van Vliet, right side. And the layup is good.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And I just love his competitiveness. He's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Now, here's Burks. Bagley sets a screen for Burks. Oh, good with the triple. Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. That's tipped.
Oh, nice swat there from Ivy. Love seeing guards like him come up big on defense.
Flynn the pass to Van Vliet. To the middle and stolen by Ivy. Passes it to Bagley. Feeds it to Burks. Bagley sets a screen for Burks. Pass to Ivy. There's the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Now, here's Ivy. Emmanuel Ginobili, recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you won a couple rings with that guy. Give us some memories you can share about the great Ginobili.
Oh, man. Manu is absolutely one of my favorite teammates of all time, Kevin, and one of the most delightful people that you ever could be around. I just think about the practices and the plane rides and him just joking around, and then something happens. He gets on the floor, he gets into the fourth quarter, it's time to win, and it's basically Manu Ginobili time. So I'm thrilled that he's in the Hall of Fame, and he deserves every bit of it.
Here's Ivy. The Raptors knocking down the tray. Bagley with a screen on Van Vliet. 6 to shoot. In the corner, it's Diallo. Detroit, no good that time either. Toronto's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's Flynn. Now Hernan Gomez. Van Vliet outside. And the 3 off target.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
And here's Ivy. Trying to get something going. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. The Raptors shooting a disastrous 25% from the field so far. Pass to Van Vliet. Outside Flynn. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Now, here's Burks. Drives to the hoop. He kicks it to Ivy. Outside, Bagley. Shot from 16. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Siakam misses.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled, and really probably why they're trailing. Ooh, a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And Toronto has possession after the basket by Detroit. Bagley with the block.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
The dunk by Achua.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Flynn against Cunningham. Looking to end his cold spell. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Poke loose. Isaac with the steal. Fast break Detroit. Here's Burks. Lays it up off the glass.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now here's Flynn. The pass to Siakam. Back to Flynn. Got a piece of it. Trent against Cunningham. On the wing, Isaac. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Here's Porter. The rebound by Ivy. Ivy's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Detroit.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Flynn misses. And here we go. Cunningham heading to the hoop. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I like how Cunningham just refuses to settle on the play. He gets his shot off and then gets himself fouled.
For your Pistons, Cunningham K.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Trent with it. From outside the arc, Burks pulls it in.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jay Navi gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
Here's Siakam. Bagley with the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Siakam outside. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. Marvin, the team's playing well of late. What's the difference?
We play together. We locked in. We worked on things on our days off. We just try to focus on them, and we came out and we executed it well. We're just playing together, man. We got to keep this thing going.
It's a good feeling, I'm sure, man. Congrats again on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Jalen Duren.
We got it poppin', I'm straight out the city, my but they never knew when I was on it. What your pops make for half the year, I spend that on my shoes. Ay, I go from country to country and city to city. I know how to side, they can't ignore me. We got the locals treating us like royalty. I just spent 5,000 on some Jordan. You little can't keep up with the score. Cashed out on the Jesus piece, cause you know what it mean to me. Wanna pull up at Sunday service some Bugattis. I call up Yeezy, I got new holy water. I can with the I cut on to that. She want me to buy her. And the love gets scarcer when you climbing the ladder going higher and higher. I thank God every day, cause he cleared all the snakes and gave me my desires. Are you old paid? Sitting back waiting, hoping I retire. I got a 50 on me, but I told her I keep it 100. Since I was a little, I just about to go give me some money. Since I made up 25 million on one of them days, now they right in my way. I got fatigue on my body, on right Maserati, it's right, I'm going out of space. I remember days, going on missions, hopping in fences, running from I got on all the Cadillacs, slide through like I'm Obama. Now going to St. Laurent store, Louis Vuitton, Don, I'm coming. I was in the back eating jambalaya. How about the PJ straight in my pajamas? Gotta get a haircut for the PJ. I can show you how we do. You know it's all in the game like it's EA. Have a before the plane land. Couldn't let the flight attendants through the doors. Yeah. We went to Hawaii to change the climate. Yeah. She had a little buddy. Yeah. She said, Roddy, inside of your diamonds. Yeah. Put my Emma cuts on then. Yeah. Hopping islands just to change my environment. We plotting on Raris, started in Dodges. Hey, I like 4 hands on me when I get my massages. Hey, I call her Lil Nicky. I got a 50 on me, but I told her I keep it 100. Since I was a little, I just about to go give me some money. Since I made up 25 million on one of them days, now they right in my way. I got fatigue on my body, on right Maserati, it's right, I'm going out of space. I remember days, going on missions, hopping in fences, running from I got on all the Cadillacs, slide through like I'm Obama. Now going to St. Laurent store, Louis Vuitton, Don, I'm coming. I was in the back eating jambalaya. How about the PJ straight in my pajamas?
Be cautious who you come with. That's what she told me. She said, make sure they gon' ride for you. Just be cautious. I'll make sure that you make it home safely tonight. Be honest, I don't know what's really waiting on me. Got a bunch of niggas outside hating on me. She looking like, what did I get myself into? She looking like she gon' call her the nigga. Know she from the birds and all. She don't wanna see me take it to another level. She be secondhand embarrassed like a scarlet letter. I don't wanna let her down. I don't wanna let her down. I promise we would have a good time tonight. As soon as we walk in, my arms are over there. Watch them stop and stare. Don't go no further than that, no. They know I got them with me, yeah. You just can't see them. They'll come rush if I need them. They'll come rush. Baby, dance with me, just dance with me. Cool up, she just a fan with me. Love with me, cause with me. I see them looking at me. I can see in your eyes that it's jealousy. And I wish it would be bold enough to step to me.
Life is about trials and tribulations and overcoming obstacles, but I'm tired I'm facing, cause it's not only mine, got everybody's situations that I gotta make better, and that take cheddar. Call, I guess everybody want me to save them. I guess think 10 million was shady paid them. I tell them no, they talk down on me and try to play it. Guess they forgot about all the other that I gave them. About all the other times. Funny how they can be so forgetful. All the other I say yes to. I'm sure this is something every real worldwide can attest to. When a needs something, the only time you call and check. That's all facts. Never think that I'm stressed too. Act like I owe them, that is stressful. My girl said don't let it stress you, but she don't even know that I'm depressed too. Do anybody care that I'm stressed? I'm stressed too, homie. Most of my homies, the rest of them. Do anybody care that I'm stressed? I don't come around, so I guess it's out of sight, out of mind. But do anybody care that I'm stressed? Everybody got their hand out asking me, but do anybody care that I'm stressed? Don't know what I'm going through, man. Do anybody care? Do anybody care that life, everybody go through that, but it's a lesson in it all. You gotta grow through that. I was down bad and broke, but I wrote through that. Thought my problems would go away if I could blow through rap. The whole kind of stress, I wouldn't want my worst enemy to go through that. My cousin, I wish I had a chance to tell it, don't do that. Don't understand depression is real. People stressing about real life, you stressing your bills. Not too long after my cousin, I never told nobody, but I lost a son myself. Imagine in the hospital holding your baby, and he looked just like you. You trying to keep him going crazy. That's my word. That's why for all that I keep bottled in lately. Do anybody care that I'm stressed? I'm stressed too, homie. Most of my homies, the rest of them. Do anybody care that I'm stressed? I don't come around, so I guess it's out of sight, out of mind. But do anybody care that I'm stressed? Everybody got their hand out asking me, but do anybody care that I'm stressed? Don't know what I'm going through, man. Do anybody care? Do anybody care that I'm stressed? 10 months old, I was in the stomach, like a balloon on my stomach, cause well, not a day go by round. Thought I was helping with the pain, but I'm just getting sicker. It's a sickness. How many people gonna admit that they cause I'm stressed. I'm stressed cause I'm depressed. Depressed cause I'm just tired of this. They like, why you stressed, boy, you blessed. They don't know about the nights when I can't even get rest. While I pace, crying in the mirror every time I look at my face. You only knew what it took, what it takes. You only care what I put in my safe. But do anybody care that I'm stressed? I'm stressed too, homie. Most of my homies, the rest of them. Do anybody care that I'm stressed? I don't come around, so I guess it's out of sight, out of mind. But do anybody care that I'm stressed? Everybody got their hand out asking me, but do anybody care that I'm stressed? Don't know what I'm going through, man. Do anybody care? Do anybody care that I'm stressed?
Do you know what it feels like to be alone? Where the world counts you out, because you start counting yourself out. You can't even look at yourself in the mirror, because you think that you're a loser because everybody else seen you lost. They see you fall. They watch you. Everybody watch you. They walk by you. They want to help you get back up. You was all alone. You was in a dark place. But one day that spark kicked in you, and you said, you know what? You got that old feeling that when you was a winner, when you was winning, when everybody said they love you, but you was still by yourself. You was by yourself them nights in the gym. You was by yourself them nights on the... And you said, I'm gonna come back. And that's what you did. You came back. But it was that moment when the world said, I don't want to be around you. I don't know you. You're not popular. You're not a winner. I don't got time to be waiting for you to win again. You came alive. That was the motivation that pushed you to come back. And now you're back. Now you're back at 100. And everybody know your name again. But you know what? You're not bitter. You're not mad. You're back. You're back. You're back. You're back. You're back.
I got it for the fiends. I got it for the users. Addicted to music. Come over here, get it. It's cool. Okay. I got it for the fiends. I got it for the users. Addicted to music. Come over here, get it. It is cool. Come over here, get it. It is punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock.
want this till I put it on. They don't bar, they just talk a lot. Me, I really rock. Culture shock. She say this a joint, like her shoulder pop. Pop, but this isn't pop. This ain't indie rock. Specific is general, huh? But when you talk, I ain't hearing you. This talk like an interlude. I'ma prefer you. Might end up shedding a tear too in the career too. That finna do, let's just check back in the years. Pop like an interview. Might pop my shit in the interview. Jump off the stage, I get physical. Been living with limitless goals, the greatest story ever told. I'm on. For the fiends, I got it for the users. Addicted to music, come over here, get it. It is cool. Okay, I got it for the fiends. I got it for the users. Addicted to music, come over here, get it. It is cool. Come over here, get it. It is punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock. Hey, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock. Fiends, I got it for the users. Addicted to music, come over here, get it. It is cool. Okay, I got it for the fiends. I got it for the users. Addicted to music, come over here, get it. It is cool. Come over here, get it. It is punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock. Hey, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock, punk rock. PBS rock. Hey, punks come out to play around. Life's a playground. Better stay down or get. Punks come out to play around. Life's a playground. Better stay down or get. Punks come out to play around. Life's a playground. Better stay down or get. Punks come out to play around. Life's a playground. Better stay down or get.
In my light, yeah. 눈더미 같이 쌓인 일들은 in my light, yeah. 난 얼마나 더 많이 더 일을 해, yeah. 사람들은 잊지 않을까 내 이름 세 글자를. 덕분에 우린 하루 두 번의 아침 해를 번을 다 집어쳐 오늘 밤 we party. 난 다 밀었어 오랜만에 we mobbing. 계획을 바꿀래 갑자기. 내 새로운 노래가 rockin' on the speaker. 사진 찍고 싶어. Yeah, just take a picture. Yeah, 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 yeah. Feeling all this. Yeah, 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 yeah. 남기지 말고 오늘 밤을 넌 아끼지 마. 너가 데려온 친구들 전부 세워놔.